broken into, and yeah, with that, we'll get more in towards the action because we already are back in towards the land of Dawn. RRQ Hoshi versus EVOS SG. Now, question that came towards us before we even start some of these matches were, you know, is there such thing as a home advantage for teams like RG or EVOS SG in such a setting? Perhaps so.
Perhaps so. Is it even, applicable to esports? Just knowing that we are playing on the same map?
Well, questions to ponder about, but I definitely would say that for Singapore, this is their very first major
so
esports
a lot is riding on their backs. A lot is riding on their backs to make the bacon stay.
That's right. Like, none of the seasons of MPL NYSG was ever played in Singapore, and this is definitely a very meaningful event for every Singaporean alike that has been waiting for a major event to hit the shore. Of course, the pandemic happened, and we all are actually celebrating through multiple ways right now, but Soul trying to make a run for his life. He will be able to dash his way to safety, and RQ has burned quite a lot of time being invested in towards that chase. Nothing much has happened throughout the 1 minute and a half, but buff skills are not exactly the thing right now, but that river crab can go on the way of EVOS SG. Gonna be setting up a little bit of crabs to die, but the minions did not crash just in time. But Albert, alongside with Lemon, they're already pressing on the attack.
And Psychoo here with the rotation. Soul getting the eye for an eye up, but that would be enough to save him. And let's go. Claude here goes down. That was a timely response coming here from the side of EVOS SG, and they punished that aggression that came out from RRQ Hoshi. Now, Contra, we did talk about complex wind conditions earlier, but before that, they are now taking the turtle.
Oh boy, the turtle now being contested, and the circling eagle will drop right in towards the middle. Dark also opens up his ultimate here as Vynnn being chased away, but the turtle being secured right here. We do see a little bit more of that extension of goal going in favor of the side of EVOS SG at the moment. Like, I like how they are playing and responding, and oh boy, the mountain has been used.
Just to get a bit of information of where the guys from RRQ are. Well, that's a lot of R's. But, if you have the turtle on your side, then that means you just want to have a bit more aggression. But Soul here being very aggressive. Electro final blow has been used. He used eye for an eye already, and look at the converge coming out from RRQ Hoshi. It just seems to me that they're ready always to punish a Benedetta that's, cutting the lanes.
That's right, and RRQ Hoshi definitely have read it a mile away. So JPL now just going to be checking every single corner, ensuring that the Harif will be safely getting a little bit of that sort of lead. Just taking a little bit of go from those all attacks on towards the turret, as Lemon is just helping Albert to babysit him until he grows in towards the giant monster. But Psychoo here getting injected all the way towards the back, and JPL gets another kill. Second one for the Jawhead. Pokemon though, he tries to bring a little bit more damage towards the side of Vynnn. That's Zaman. The force has been used. R7 might just give his life up just to save Vynnn, but JPL is chasing right in. It might just be one kill in the back. Oh, not enough to just flang that siege minion all the way back.
If he had unstoppable force there, that might have done the trick, but Soul having that space onto the top lane, Psychoo here, and JPL having a bit of a tank fight, but they just back out.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go for that certain fight just because they know that they didn't really have the
Aeon right now in the middle of it all. It's going to be Albert here that tries to do as much damage. That Soul, he's dropping real low. He has to back away. As you can see, Pokemon just dives right through, trying to get this out for through, but Lemon still survives. Soul goes right back inside, but Psychoo is shredding in for that triple kill with the Blazing Duet.
Whatever lead EVOS SG had, triple kill for Albert. You know that Albert is gonna get stacked in a bit. 3 kills for Albert plus a turret on the top lane. Look at this. Looking at Psychoo on how he counter-initiated this.
Yeah.
He's just so dominant in just, having this certain initiations that couldn't have worked, but they made it work somehow.
They just read it all the way to the microseconds right there to be able to pull off a sort of encounter right in that split second, and that responded so well. R7 now has already gotten that bloodlust axe, as we are currently seeing a little bit of the scuffle just by reverse. Oh my goodness, that circling eagle is so beautiful, as Vynnn now risking his life, only a tick of health left, but Aeon flickers right in, tries to connect, just throw the umbrella straight to his face. Not gonna be far enough. He's got to pick that one back up. Now, Soul has to find his way back in towards safety. And Pokemon is just having a little bit of a tickle right now.
Aeon here needs to find a good initiation. That was a good yin-yang overturn, but it wasn't really enough to pull people back. Now, Soul is trying to burst down Lemon, but the Belleric offlane isn't that squishy, so that won't work.
The PL though, he's getting double upon, and rescue has arrived. Davenport force being popped up by Pokemon. He's still chasing in to get R7 all the way back, but Vynnn gives his life up again. This is looking really good for Pokemon, but top lane switch up. Albert now going in for the Blazing Duet. And he tries to juke it all the way back in, but Pokemon says, no, you can't go any further than that.
EVOS SG. They came in a mission, and they are delivering as of the moment. Aeon here tried to use the umbrella. Psycho might go down, but Soul doesn't have enough firepower to take him down to lethal threshold for the execute.
That's right, and of course you've already expended that Pro Justice already, and Vynnn now flying right in. He knows, okay, that's a giant. You really don't want to mess with him.
You don't really want to mess with him indeed. Now, I think Aeon here could have gone for, like, let's say, a Kaja. That could have been great for them, as it is straightforward. But if it's your comfort hero, it's your comfort hero.
That's right, and now Turtle going over the side of EVOS SG once again. Well, what I tell you, they are so hungry for this win against RRQ Hoshi and Psycho. Now being clipped off as well, so going for the dive as well. Tries to go in for the Electro, but needing one more take of health to be taken off of him as he survives. But Vynnn goes in for a response as well. Oh my goodness, another punish towards Vynnn. Every single time he tries to engage, he could not execute any further than that. RRQ understands that's an overextension. They take a turret down, and EVOS Singapore, this is the side we haven't seen in a long time.
EVOS, they look like they prepared their whole lives for this certain match. Now, Claude tried to chase down Soul, but Soul has the Electro Final Blow, and he will survive that onslaught coming out here from Claude. Now, they need a scaling Lemon here, getting initiated upon, and look at that, ultimate catches 3 people, and here comes RRQ. They want to get back. Kagura goes down. The knockup is there for JPL, but Belleric goes down, and Potato here doesn't want any more of that. He goes back, and they are happy with that win. But no, the flicker in, and Vynnn almost getting caught out.
Yeah, he went so close to the turret. He could have been, I don't know, like he could have been ejected right there, but he understood that was definitely the limit. They were trying to jack the buff as well, but Vynnn has definitely known that, yeah, it's been long gone before they could do anything about that. EVOS SG, they look like they're one step ahead, and this is quite a rare scene to see a team like this actually hit 3K. Psycho having to find a way to escape out of that with the flicker, and now tries to get the buff for themselves as well. JPL now soaking all the damage. Vynnn coming from the back as well. Pokemon will be able to do the damage, and oh my goodness, Lapu Lapu just gets one more kill, and Aeon will be the next one to fall as you finally see the Matilda pulling every card that they have, but it's a 2-to-1 trade, and it's not looking well for RRQ Hoshi.
EVOS SG keeps on getting the better trade whenever the team fights happen. Now, Potato has the chance to get this turtle, not the turtle, but the Lord rather, and they have the retribution. Now, Claude doesn't have it up, and this is the perfect time for them actually to take this. But will it get so
yes, it will! What on earth? RRQ Hoshi has got that one in the bag.
retribution for that.
It was so costly. EVOS, they could have just waited a little bit more. Like, you don't really have to force the Lord right there.
Yeah, you could have waited until 12 minutes in to have the Luminous Lord, but probably they thought that it was the right time since Lapu Lapu and Psycho, the Sylvana, is down.
That's right. And now R7 has the Blade of Despair as well. JPL just trying to scout things out for the moment. But the good news is that, you know, level 1 Lord, who are you kidding? You're not going to be getting all too much out of that. But it does struck a dent, but JPL now in a really tough position as you see Albert coming in with the Blazing Duet. Damage being done towards Pokemon as he tries to use that Summon Force with a big fat shield to get himself back in safety. Soul trying to go in for the hunt as well, but he might just get punished for his actions here. He's way too far off, tries to dash over the walls to be able to juke out the rest of RRQ. Back in towards safety they go. They only lose out on JPL.
But that wasn't the best trade for EVOS SG. They're slowly losing their hold over the lead. While everything of that was happening, Aeon here almost getting caught out by that ultimate coming out from Beleric. And right now he goes, Matilda goes in a bit too deep and he gets punished for that. And here comes the chase. Soul, will he have the Electro final blow? Will he pull the trigger on it?
He may not just do so.
No,
There's too many members of his side of RRQ. They are totaling it up on the purple buff, so if they were to really move right in, JPL will be punished. Now, Lemon definitely has seen that one. RRQ is still going to be having their eyes set over on the top side where the Yishin is pushing right in. Do you know for the fact that they managed to channel 9 kills over onto his Potato, they have not yet to shut down this really well-fed Yishin.
Aeon is really doing a great job just controlling the people here, but Albert, Soul doesn't have damage to even take her down.
Oh, Psycho now investing everything that they have. He's bought enough time, but look at Soul. He's still trying to survive, but that last tick of health will be replenished. Well, I can't say replenished. Taken out by the side of Vynnn. So, 14 to 12, you can see that EVOS SG still ahead by 2K, even though they lose out on the Lord. So, all they have to do is just to find a way to get the rest of the members up, because Potato already level 15, and Albert's pretty much the same as well. They just have to be worried about their positionings in some of these sort of fights. But JPL honestly has been doing quite the wonder alongside with Soul, causing quite a huge disruption.
Pokemon and the others, they're just trying to scale as much as possible. In terms of late game, both of these teams have their potential with the Harith and the Claude, plus the Yishin here for the side of EVOS SG. Soul, I think, is going for the same route as Flap did with his Benedetta earlier. I mean, he has the Festival of Blood on, but it's not really working for him as much. He hasn't gotten a kill ever since minute 1. So you know that he might be opting to go for an off-tank setup.
Wait a minute, actually trying to scout out to catch Soul in action, but you know for the fact that within 10 seconds from now, there'll be the upcoming Lord that will be pretty much on the Luminous side. Only one more tap for the turret to fall, so they'll be diving right in. Diamond Force being popped up. Pokemon says, yep, this is pretty much worth it, but now that there is the big objective up and they have known that, oh, Diamond Force has already been used, so they have to wait it to be coming back up online. So that also means that they are leaving the top side being empty out. So Valor is currently going on a push. Battle Cycle getting caught out. This might just be a kill that might just be garnered, but nope, it's still not going to be a little bit too tough for them to crack open the shell. But Lemon flanking from the back. This is going to be a big move coming from the side of RRQ Hoshi. Pokemon getting caught out. He tries to run for his life, but JPL forced to flick away. This is the bad news for the local side of Singapore. And JPL, one tick of health. He managed to swing himself back